Hello everyone, this is Lena Kears from Inspired Creations. I'm a Canadian independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today is Wednesday, February 17, 2021. And I would like to share this diamond flip card with you. So it flips because this diamond part on it flips. That's why it's a diamond flip card. And then I'll have a little surprise for you at the end. I'm using the Floating and Fluttering stamp set, which is in the January to June catalog. And it's a beautiful set. It's very easy to make these butterflies because you stamp them. This is one stamp right here. One stamp. And then you have all these fill-in stamps. So let me just pull this off. So here's the fill-in for the big one. And the fill-in for this little blue one here. And where's the other? Oh, here. I've got it on a block somewhere. Okay, this is the fill-in for this one here. And then it has these accent stamps. So this is the dark on the big butterfly. This is the orange part on this butterfly. And then this here. And you can tell by the shape of them, this is the darker blue on this butterfly here. And then the same for the leaves. You can just stamp them with it doesn't have the fill-in colors, so it just matches exactly. There's no over the edge kind of stuff if you stamp carefully. So it's a great set. Then there are two sets of dies to cut this out. So for some projects you will want lots of butterflies. Well, then you can stamp them all, color, stamp them in. You don't have to use blends or anything. And then you just cut them out. And these two pieces are exactly the same. So you can put two through your die cutting machine at the same time. Now, I didn't cut the leaves for this one because I don't plan on using the leaves. So I will be cutting these butterflies apart. In some other projects, I like to keep them whole. And then there's this nice little frame here that can be used on other projects as well. So that's the Floating and Fluttering. Okay, so this card just stands up like this. And at the end, I'll show you a surprise card that's just a little bit different. Oh, look, here's the piece that I was missing. It's stuck to the plastic. I'll put it over there. Okay, so I'm going to give you all the measurements for this card in the description below the video. But it is 4 1/4 by 11. And I'm going to score it, which I haven't done yet because I want to show you how to make this card from start to finish. So we're going to score this at 2 1/8. So 2 1/8. And then at 5 1/2. Now we'll want to find the center in order to cut this point here and this point here. Okay, that's what we're going to be working on here. So we need to find 2 1/8 again because this is 4 1/4, so half of that is 2 1/8. I think I'm out of your line of vision here. My desk isn't wide enough. Okay, so this is 2 1/8. Just put a little tick mark. Then we'll find 2 1/8 going the other way, which is the score here. So you don't even really need a tick mark here. But on the other end, you don't have a score, so you'll need to know that dimension there. So these little pencil marks can be erased. So if we do the 2 1/8 here again, then we get the point for the other end. Okay, then I'm just going to fold these scores so that it's easier to see them. And we'll cut the diagonals. So the tick mark is right in the trough there and right in the trough here. And then we're just going to cut. And then we'll do it the other way. 2 1/8 there, and the point is there. See how easy that is? Now flip it over, and now we're using the score, although I did put a tick mark there anyway, but you don't need to. And then this way again. And then you have your card shape. Okay, you can use these little leftovers for cutting little labels or whatever you need. Okay, we're going to actually do the same thing on this. Now this is going to fit inside here, and so it obviously needs to be cut in a point as well. So this is 5 1/4 by 4, so half of 4, the width is 2 inches, and I already put my tick mark there. And then 2 inches this way, tick there, tick there. And then we'll just cut this point while we have the cutter out. There we go. Now we can put this away. And this one we can just glue in here after we remove these little tick marks. Just leave a little edge all the way around. There we go. Okay, so now, how do we make the flip? Well, we're going to cut a square, and this is 3 by 3, and that's going to fit. This is also 3 by 3 now. So this is going to fit exactly over that, but we're going to layer it. So this is 1/8 of an inch smaller, 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then the designer paper will be, and I decided I wanted the greenery for the butterflies. So this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So we're just going to glue those pieces together, and then we'll have our flip ready to go. And I should actually be using this so I don't get adhesive all over my paper. So just a very tiny edge. And I'm using the Stamp & Seal. It's a nice strong adhesive. There we go. Now we want to glue this, and so we want this to be able to move both ways. Okay, so I'm just going to score this, and I'm going to also score it this way. Okay. It's already been scored, I'm just burnishing. Okay, so now we don't want to put glue on this half of the diamond, right? Because this has to be able to move, so it has to go this way or this way. So what we'll do is use the liquid glue and just put glue on the triangle here. That way we can't go wrong. And it gives you some wiggle room too to slide it around so it's exactly where you want it. And it doesn't really matter which way it's turned because these little leaves are going every which way. Okay, so now we're going to put these. I don't want too much of that pink showing, but I do want the red showing because that's the color I picked up, the cherry. So we're going to put these pieces in here. So Again, just a small edge showing all the way around. And this we can glue entirely. Always have to stop and think for a minute, make sure you're doing things right. And this just ran out. It's okay, I have a new one laying here. So I'll show you how to replace it. You see these pegs here, and there's holes here. You just match up the pegs and holes. And it's also a good idea just to clean away the gunk here, because you get quite a wad of glue here actually sometimes. Here we go. And then we snap this back in place and we're good to go. Okay, I had just enough for that one. Okay, so I wanted to kind of not show too much of that Rococo rose for this card, so we'll put that behind the diamond. So there we have the flip. Now we just have to do this part on the inside. If you want, you can leave it white, or you can put in half a diamond, or you can put in a complete diamond. And if you did that, well, it would look something like this. So wouldn't give you as much writing room. So for today, we're just doing a half diamond. And again, I'm going to use my liquid because then I can move it around so it's just right where I want it. So all the white is covered. That was my plan. There we go. So now we just need to do the butterflies. And I've already pre-stamped them, and I'm just going to cut them apart now, and I thought I'll leave that to show you how easy it is to make individual butterflies from this. So you want to leave a little bit of the white for both parts in this case, and kind of follow the shape of this butterfly's wings. And then I don't really need this quite so square, so I'll just round that off a bit. And cut this one off. I'm not going to worry about the leaves here because I'm just using the butterfly. But I will save the leaves. I keep them in the box, and sometimes you just need to fill in a little space. You've got a little leaf to put in there. Here we go. And now the blue one. There we go. So we'll save those leaves. Now I do want to put Wink of Stella on these, just to make them a little bit sparkly so they stand out. I don't know if you can see the sparkly on there or not, but I just really like the Wink of Stella. I use it an awful lot. And if you don't like the sparkly, you just leave it off. You make the card the way you want it. This is, oh no, it's not my old one. Didn't think much was coming out. I guess I have to squeeze it, but I won't do that online. Okay. Now, before I stick these on, I'm just going to do the thinking of you. If I can find the word. Right here, thinking of you. For some white. I'll just give it a wipe with the buddy. I know we don't sell the buddy anymore. You can use a dryer sheet. That works too, to remove the static. And I just need to grab the white. When you have a small office, everything is really close. Okay, now I should have done this before I stuck it on because now it's not even underneath. Okay, guess that's okay. Oops. Putting it on the wrong corner. I always keep a little brush handy just to get rid of any little flecks that I really don't want on there. The buddy was supposed to remove those, but I don't know what happened. Okay, just a little bit of noise for a few seconds. Okay, now you can see the words, and we'll put dimensionals on the back of this. And it'd be nice if I could find them. There they are. You can arrange these however you want, and if you want to add some of the greenery, you can. I'm choosing not to on this one. And I like to use my piercer, or the Take Your Pick tool has one of these as part of the thing. There we go. Alrighty, so I kind of played with these with the first time, and this was the nicest arrangement for me. But if you would like it differently, you go ahead and do it differently. And there we go. Thinking of you. And inside you can stamp whatever you would like or write about the person, and stands up nicely to display it. But I have another card for you that is already made. Now it looks the exact same shape, same measurements, but this one, I have it an easel card. So I put a little label here to stop it from sliding any further. And I said, I thought of you today. That happens more often than you know. And then inside, wishing you a beautiful day. So that's just, it's the exact same card. This is called a flip card. And this one flips too, but it's called a diamond easel. And if you want to add flip to it, you can. So that's our cards for today. I hope you like them. And thank you for checking in with me. This is all my information. Should you be in need of a demonstrator, this is my Facebook link. This is my store link. And this is my host code for February should you want to order products if you live in Canada. And that's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.